The Victoria's Secret fashion show 2025 is coming up and I was feeling sad and delusional, so I thought, let's make myself over to be a VS Angel. And here's how I did it. I'm starting out with the hair. I often get asked, what hair curler do you use? And honestly, it's so old, so I do not necessarily recommend it, but it is a 1.5 inch or 38mm rod. I'm also using 9 small rollers of 36mm and 3 big ones of 70mm. I'm not showing this, but also get a bobby pin for each roller, preferably 2 for the big ones. I start with sectioning my hair and I take a section halfway down my ear on both sides of my head. And I take the curling iron, I set it at about 160 degrees Celsius and I curl inwards towards my face and I hold it for a few seconds. I let it loose and I take my small roller and roll it in the same way that you curled it and secure it with a bobby pin. And you do the same on the other side. I take another section just above the ear and I split that section in 2. So you have 2 sections on each side, 4 total. Again, I take the curling wand and curl inwards towards the face and set a small roller in the same way that I curled. I do this for both sections on each side. Now you're gonna take another section just as big as the previous one and also split it in half, but this time we're only gonna curl the front part. The back part will come later. Another thing that is different, we're gonna curl the opposite side. So at this point we're at the side of my head, so it's kind of upwards, if that makes sense. You're gonna set it once again with a small curler and a bobby pin. And now we're moving on to the top of my head. As you can see, I still have a lot of hair that we need to go through. And at this point I'm gonna start using the bigger rollers. I'm gonna start with a back section and I'm gonna take my curling wand and curl it towards my back, so away from my face. And I'm gonna set it with a big curler and 2 or more bobby pins, because to be honest, these curlers do not like to sit still. I'm gonna take another equally big section and do pretty much exactly the same as the previous section. So curl it towards my back, away from my face, and set it with a big roller and a lot of bobby pins and some luck. The second to last section, I'm gonna take all the hair that is still left and is still pretty long, because my front sections are a bit shorter, so I'm gonna take those separately, but this time I'm gonna curl towards my face, so the opposite side. And I'm gonna put in once again a big roller and bobby pins. We've come to the last section. Ignore my emo bangs at the moment, but my front section of hair is a little bit shorter, so I'm gonna grab the curling wand and start curling towards my face. So the same way as the previous section, but this time I'm gonna put in a smaller roller because my hair is a bit shorter in this section. While the hair is setting, we're moving on to makeup, and I'm gonna start out with doing my eyes, filling in my eyebrows with a kind of medium brown eyebrow pencil, and I'm just roughly filling them in and brushing them through with the spoolie. I take some light gray eyeshadow and I just brush it all over the lid, eyebrow till lash line, all over. And I take a slightly darker gray shade and I put it a little bit in my outer and inner corner to create some dimension. I take a gray glittery silvery shade and kind of dab that all over my lid once again, top to bottom with my finger. To create a bit more dimension and sparkle, I'm gonna take another silver glitter that's a little bit more intense. I'm gonna focus it on the middle part of my eye and create a horizontal line and kind of blend it out to the edges with my finger, but really concentrating that on the middle part. Because that glitter was still not enough for me, I'm gonna go in with an even more intense silver glitter and really concentrate that on the middle part. Adding more and more till I'm satisfied. I'm taking a brown liner pencil and I'm gonna make a very small but kind of thick wing. And I'm gonna do that really roughly because I'm gonna blend it with a brush to make it a bit more faded. It's time to set my brows and I'm using this brow gel that is kind of giving it some body, not a gel that makes it really sleek, but one that adds a bit of volume. I'm also adding a half lash. I was kind of contemplating doing this because I'm not really sure if she has on lashes in the reference photo, but she just has phenomenal lashes naturally and I don't, so I decided to add some half lashes. And I'm blending them into my eye look with some waterproof mascara. And we're moving on to the base. I want my base to be pretty heavy, so I need something that will make it stick and adhere to my face. So I'm using this grippy primer serum. I'm going in with a luminous foundation. While her base is kind of matte, it is still glowy in a sense. So I wanted to start with a luminous foundation and we'll be fixing it up with powder after. I'm gonna go in with some cream contour. I'm using this contour stick and I'm really accentuating my full cheeks and like kind of square jaw. I'm also putting it around my nose to make it look a little bit sun-kissed because I can look quite pale and we're not gonna want that today because I want to look even more sun-kissed. And I'm gonna go in with some cream bronzer and I'm gonna go in with a brush and kind of apply it. I would apply a blush, really concentrated around the cheeks and temples and also a little bit on my nose. It's time for concealer to kind of shape out my face. I'm applying it under my eyes, spots of my face, and when blending I'm using the excess to also kind of shape my jaw. For blush, I'm pretty sure around the time that this reference picture was taken, Charlotte Tilbury was their makeup artist, and I've also heard somewhere, don't quote me on this, I didn't look it up again, but I heard that they used a red blush. So I'm using a Charlotte Tilbury red cream blush, really concentrating it on the cheeks. It's finally time for powder and I'm using this pinky shade setting powder. I don't think they make this product anymore because I couldn't find it back. And I'm kind of sad about that because this is my favorite powder and I haven't found a substitute for it yet with this pinky tone. And I'm just applying this all over. Don't worry about looking too matte, we will fix that in a second. I'm going back into the eyes, focusing on the under eye. I'm gonna tight line my lower lash line with a white eye pencil. I'm gonna apply some of that light gray eyeshadow also under my eyes with a fluffy brush. I'm gonna take my most sparkly silver eyeshadow again, put it on a fluffy brush and use it as a kind of highlighter, slowly blending it into the eye and also applying it to the inner corner and a little bit on my nose. To finish off the eye, I'm also applying a little bit of waterproof mascara on my bottom lashes. We're looking a little bit matte still, so I'm gonna use a dewy setting spray to fix that. For lips, I'm gonna go in with a very cool nude lip liner, not so dark, kinda similar to your contour shade. I'm gonna focus the liner on the corners of my mouth. I'm taking a sparkly, pale, pinkish gloss and really lathering that on. Now it's time to take out the hair. I'm taking out all the rollers and all the bobby pins, even though I think I lost some bobby pins in the process. It came out really nice. I started brushing my roots a little bit and kind of pulling the curls apart with my fingers. Not fully brushing through because then it will get all fluffy and not what we want. Then I'm making a kind of side part, kind of diagonally splitting my hair. I'm also teasing my roots a little bit because my hair was already on like day 3 after washing, so it wasn't the most voluminous anymore. If you've just washed your hair, you could skip this. And I'm putting in a little bit of hair oil, not too much, because we want to keep that volume. And finishing it off with some hairspray to make it last. And that's actually it. That's the full transformation. But yeah, this is the final look. Thank you for watching and love you, X!